Hey there, my dearest Scorpios. Y'all are number 2. Thank you so much for showing up for me this month. We're going to be doing a soul connection reading for the month of August and through September, Leo Virgo season. It can be timeless, doesn't have to resonate, doesn't have to come to pass now, it could be future oriented. But what I would like you to do is ask a question in your mind, something you would like answered possibly about this connection, and I will pull a card and we'll reveal it at the end of the reading, okay? Let me see. Get your question in mind. Also, tarot is not gender specific, so reverse roles as needed. Okay, so I'm going to start with your side, divine. If this is the divine feminine, I'm going to start with the divine feminine side. Then I'm going to look at the collective connected energies between the two of you, which basically means where you two agree and align, right? Only take what resonates with you always. Don't attach just because I'm telling you. You can reverse the roles as needed. Take only what resonates and leave the rest. All right, and then I'm going to look into the masculine as well. So here we go. Let's see, where are my Scorpio feminines at in this connection? All right. Let's see where the connected energies are. And then, where is the masculine at in this connection? Let's see. Okay. Just a Dream by Carrie Underwood is playing. That might be significant. Okay. So where the feminines are at, I'm seeing that you're in a very creative energy. Maybe I do see the connection is in separation. So you might be using the pain as fuel to do something like painting, drawing, a creative interest of yours, an expression to the world, changing your style up, something like that. I do see you have learned to set very healthy boundaries from this connection. Maybe you told them, I won't accept this behavior, or you've said, very clearly what you want, what you don't want. Now, that could be towards this connection or just in general. You've learned that boundaries are important, but it comes from a healthy place. I don't see you in a place of like toxicity or anything like that. Now, the connected energies, you're both telling me like y'all are in separation, but there's still a longing for this. The two of you could be looking at like, damn, I wish that we could go back to this place. But at the same time, we've got freedom, leap, an opportunity. So something about this situation, the separation, has helped to free you up to explore opportunities, to feel free enough to love yourself, to build something for you. So even though you two miss each other, which is very clear, it's also teaching you how to be alone with yourself, how to love yourself enough to do what's right for you and jump into the opportunities that have been waiting for you. Now, on the masculine side, they are in a place of surrender. I kind of feel like their heart's kind of open in this current moment, and they've been feeling a lot of intense emotions, and it's kind of broken them down to the place to where they're like, I've got to get this out, I've got to get rid of it, I've got to, you know, not expect anything to happen from this, just to surrender it to the universe and let it go. Because it does show they're seeing signs of you everywhere, seeing signs that are giving them information of like how to heal, what they need to do, letting them know like, just because it's not, y'all aren't together right now, in the future there could be a reconnection, right? Now let's look into the feminine side here with tarot. And thank y'all for being number 2. My Scorpios always show up for me. I love you guys so much. Love, love, love my Scorpios. Alright, now look at the collective energies with tarot, and then we'll do the masculine. Let's see. Connected energies are very interesting to me, but I'll go over that in a second. There's lots of 7s here. 7s and 13 could be significant numbers for this connection. Okay. Okay. Now, the main thing I'm seeing here, especially on your side, feminine, is that you've kind of gone through pretty much a heavy burden with this connection, or maybe not. It may have not gotten to the point of being so burdensome, but it's almost like you've given up on the idea of like staying strong and going through it and pushing through it anymore, because I've got the 9 of Wands and the Death card. It's like, no more. I can't do this anymore. Like, I'm the wounded warrior. I've given up. I cannot, right? Now, the connected energies, this is where it gets interesting. I have the 7 of Swords and the 7 of Wands. Very different, right? 7 of Swords doesn't have to be a bad thing. It's just, I think the two of you are strategizing your next move on how to, like, elevate your life. I think that's something that collectively you two are doing together. It's almost like blocking out the 3D and the conflict in some sense in order to elevate, in order to grow past this, or either like strategically saying like, this was a lesson, I've learned it, this is how I'm moving forward. I'm not doing it just heart wide open. If I'm doing it, I'm doing it because I'm going to protect my own energy and move away. Now, for the Divine Masculine, it looks like they're working really hard on material. It looks like trying to steadily move forward, because it seems to be hard for them to like deal with emotions, and I think that's why it's been surrendered. But they're putting in work on self or on some project that they're doing, but it's happening kind of slow, and that's because I think they're going through a lot of growth during this time. They may be like over investing into work to distract their mind, but it looks like it's coming to that point where it's like, I've got to heal, I've got to move forward, but I'm going to do it from a grounded state. So you could be dealing with an earth sign, doesn't have to be, but that's the only sign I'm really seeing here, is your sign, Scorpio, and then some earth over here on the masculine side. So I'm going to look for future outcomes or future energies between this connection to see where it possibly could be going, or what's going to happen for each person. So let me see. Interesting. Feminines. Okay, now connected. That's too many cards. If it's meant to come out, it will. Okay. Hmm. Now, I see on your side, feminines, you're kind of telling me that you have responsibilities. And that could be family, home, career. Um, and you're telling me that you've kind of looked at the shadow side of this connection and it's kind of taught you some of your flaws. Now, you could have been the type to hold secrets in, and that could be big or small, but um, there's something that you didn't tell the masculine, right? Um, or you weren't fully honest about that. And that could have been that shadow side. It could have been those secrets that you withheld. The connected energies in the near future is there's a barrier between you and this masculine. And it seems like the barrier is created because the masculine is trying to up level their vibration, which I saw here as well. Now, the secrets could have been with the masculine. The masculine could have been the one to have the secrets, but it's kind of showing me that there's some kind of truth and clarity, honesty in the near future. Now, the masculine could come to you and say, hey, there's a lot of things that I learned in the disconnection between this connection. I've learned the truth. I need to be honest. And that's what kind of brings out the shadow side within you. And you're like, I don't have time for it. Just block you off. Um, and, in some aspect, the masculine is saying, like, we just are better off without each other. Like, we don't seem to align in the same ways that we should. And, you both need to be happy. And that's not to say that this will be the energy forever. It's just saying for now in the near future, there's going to be a blockage here because there could have been some shady shit that went on that needs to be healed on both ends. And it does show the masculine is kind of getting into a higher vibration. I do feel you are as well, feminines, tapping more into setting healthier boundaries for yourselves and, using your creativity, loving yourself. Now, we all have our ups and downs in life. We have a dark side and we also have our light side. And sometimes one will outweigh the other. So, if you get triggered now or in the near future about something, remember that it will pass. As long as you don't feed it. The more that you feed the negative, the more that the negative is going to surface. So, be careful of that. Make sure to keep yourself protected because I do feel there's something that's going to be illuminated in the future that you might have to look at and deal with, okay? Now, I'm going to pull some cards and see what they would say to you if they could or had the guts or whatever. What do you need to know? That type of thing. And if you don't want to know anything, then, that's okay too. So, the cards that we have are, I still feel the pain. And that could be just the loss of you. And they say they don't know how to feel. And like I told you, the emotions are very heavy on them right now. So I feel like it's pushing them into that healing. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the card that I originally pulled to see what the answer to your question is. And it says a year from now. So whatever it was that you were asking, that is your answer. And hopefully it resonates. It's just something like a fun little something to give you to see if the reading actually matches you or whatever. Anyways, again, thank you so much for showing up for me. Number 2, only take what resonates. If it's not your reading, throw it out. There's plenty of other readings on YouTube. So I love you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.